Okay, here we go. Bema seat. Yeah, I've been going to church for 40 years, and I've never had a pastor preach about the Bema seat. And I think it's so important that the members need to know about this. So here we go. A Bema seat is a raised platform or dais where a person of authority judges or awards rewards. In the New Testament, Bema is used to refer to the judgment seat of Christ, where Jesus will judge his church and give out rewards. Okay, here's some scripture. It says, "For I was hungry, you gave me something to eat." This is Jesus speaking. "I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." So here's at least four things. There's multiple other things we could include on this. Like you gave food to the hungry, you gave drink to the thirsty, you gave clothes to those who needed them, you visited those in prison. There's so many other things could be included, like oh, you could be a usher at church. You could be a Sunday school teacher and teach kids. Um, you could give financially to um, like ships, and you could. There's so many things you could do. Okay, rewards. Rewards are for Christians, not unbelievers. Works are critical. You know, works have nothing to do with salvation, but works are critical because they determine the rewards you get in heaven. Christians will be rewarded for their works. Salvation is by grace, faith in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and rewards are for our works. Okay, some more scripture. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once. Notice that he went at once, he didn't wait. Went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled account with them. The man who had 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more." His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." The man with 2 bags of gold also came. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more." His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." Okay. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. "Master," he said, "I knew that you were a hard man." He's not starting off very well. "I knew that you were a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you." His master's replied, his master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have not have will be taken from them, and throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So, in summary here, unbelievers will not be judged at the judgment seat of Christ, just the believers. Unbelievers will be judged at the white throne judgment at the end of the millennium. Christians will not be judged for their sins. Our sin was paid for at the cross. Not all Christians will be the same during the millennium. Those who were the most faithful with the abilities and gifts God gave them will have a greater reward. So, time is short. We better get to work.